morning and happy Sunday, YTPC. Welcome back, Shirelings, to the Shire Shed. I am Sunny, and today I'm going to be doing a review that I've, I guess, been putting off, but not consciously. Today, going to be reviewing a blend that is near and dear to me, and that blend is JackKnife Plug by Pease. Absolutely love this stuff. And as a matter of fact, most of the cake that is built up in this Peterson 302 that I'm smoking it out of was from JackKnife Plug. Like the first 100 bowls probably. I smoked the ever-living shit out of this stuff. It is so good. And apart from the preparation, as long as it's the right moisture content, it smokes and burns beautifully. This, in my opinion, is probably one of the best plug tobaccos on the market that is readily available. Yeah, like I said, I smoked the crap out of this stuff. This was my, some of you might call me crazy, and probably do that anyway, but this was my before bed smoke for months on end. Every single night before bed, I would have a bowl of this. So if you couldn't tell, I love it. Love this stuff. It's great in the morning too. Great with coffee. Dunkin' Donuts medium roast. Currently listening to one of the greatest country western albums of all time, and that is Marty Robbins. What is it? Gunfighter Ballads and Trail Songs. Absolutely wonderful album. If you like real country, not this new bubblegum pop bullshit, you can't get much better, honestly. My papaw was super into Marty Robbins. So, as you can imagine, I probably got a good earful of Marty Robbins growing up. So, back to JackKnife Plug. This particular plug, specifically, is not as good as I think the first plug that I ever got. It's missing a flavor component. I can't put my finger on it. Now, as I said, depending on how you prepare this stuff, it burns so well. I mean, if you've ever heard the term burns down to a fine white ash, this is the one. And if you're curious how I prepare my plug tobaccos, should be up in this corner. Right there-ish, I think. Yeah. Click on that video, and I do kind of a tutorial, if you will. I believe that was done with Triple Play, if I remember correctly. It has been a while. I've slept since then, so. So yeah, JackKnife Plug, GLPs. Let's dive into tobacco reviews and see exactly what they say. JackKnife Plug. Dark-fired Kentucky leaf and ripe red Virginia tobaccos with their deep, earthy flavors are layered on a central core of golden flue cured for a hint of bright sweetness, then pressed and matured in cakes, and finally, Cut into 2-ounce blocks. Slice it thick and rub it out for a ribbon cut, thin for a shag, or chop it into cubes. The choice is yours. And notes from Mr. Pease himself. The first blend in the New World series, JackKnife Plug, was introduced in January 2011. From Pease, this one has been a long time coming. I've had more requests than I can count to make a plug and to make some stronger blends. There's something about playing with the tobacco, cutting it, rubbing it out, preparing it for smoking, that connects us more closely with the whole process. A plug like this can be sliced thick or thin, so the smoker gains complete control over the way it will pack and burn. It's quite rewarding. My favorite approach with JackKnife has been to slice it very thin, about 1/32 of an inch, and rub it completely into a fine shag. Filling the pipe carefully, not packing too tightly, results in a wonderful, cool, effortless smoke, and the fine cut seems to enhance the sweetness of the Virginias and bring out the subtle, natural perfume of the dark-fired Kentucky leaf. I prepare mine almost exactly the same way. The only difference, I would say, with how I prepare versus how he prepares it is I do kind of a half and half. I do kind of the thicker cut, not super thick, but I would say maybe a 1/16 of an inch thick for the bottom half of the bowl after I rub it out. And then I do super, super thin shag. I mean, real fine shag on the top half of the bowl. So far, that's the sweet spot for me. Now, it's kind of funny. I thought when I first had this, I thought it was pretty strong. That was pre-Rustica time. Of course, now I've had Rustica, and Rustica has become, well, you know, it's one of my favorites of all time. Rustica's absolutely delectable. So let's continue, shall we, with JackKnife Plug. The brand is Pease. It is part of the New World collection. The blender is Gregory Pease. Manufactured by Cornell and Diehl. The blend type is a Virginia Burley. Contents are Kentucky and Virginia. No flavoring. It is a plug cut. Comes in a 2-ounce tin. Country of origin is the United States, and it is currently available. Average rating is a 3.42 out of 4. Strength is medium to strong. No flavoring detected. Room note is tolerable, and the taste is medium to full. It is absolutely wonderful. If you've never had this one, first of all, where have you been? And second of all, shame on you. My apologies for the heat kicking on and off. Side note, it snowed here last night. So, Ohio gonna do Ohio things, I guess. JackKnife Plug. I really, really pick up the red Virginias in this, and I love the red Virginias that Pease uses. They just have this earthiness that I just love, and it melds so well with the dark-fired Kentucky, and it almost kind of has like a cigar leaf kind of flavor too. I think at one point somebody had told me that there was cigar leaf in this, but I haven't been able to confirm that. If you know, throw it in the comments. This is one of those blends that, as I said, the first plug that I had of this was, I mean, mouth-watering. This isn't quite on the same level. I couldn't tell you why. Could just be differences in leaf that went into each plug, different crops. It's hard telling. Variables are going to happen. You're not going to have perfect product matching across one product line if it's a continuous product. It's just not. It's not possible, I don't think. That said, it's very good. Now, JackKnife does come in a ready rubbed version. I'm not as into it. I don't know why. And I think it's because you do have more control over what cut you want it to be. Because, I mean, you could cube cut this. You could do whatever you want, literally. And I think being able to have that kind of freedom with preparing makes all the difference. The other cool thing about this one is you can pretty much push it as hard as you want. I think I've tried to get this one to bite me and it won't. Side note, this is a great blend to take lunting. If you're wanting to go for a walk in the neighborhood or go for a jaunt through the woods, it's very good. Can't go wrong. I do want to say this review came as in the form of a request from Mr. Marcus Matzik. So, Marcus, thank you for the suggestion. As I told you, I have been meaning to get around to this one for quite some time. And thank you for, I guess, reinforcing that and giving me kind of a kick in the nuts to get her done. I mean, realistically, any excuse to smoke JackKnife plug it's a good one. I will say that if this is one that you've been kind of not afraid of trying, but apprehensive because of maybe the strength, give it a shot. It's not the strongest. I mean, it's certainly not up there with, Rustica or anything like that. But it's got a little bit of a vitamin N hug and squeeze. It is worth trying though, and it's just worth trying. Honestly, just get a 10, just get one and try it. And I promise you, if you don't like it, send it to me. I'll pay shipping. I definitely feel that if you really like Red Virginias, they tend to poke out a little bit more than the dark fired. So if you're not really a dark fired guy, this guy or girl, or whatever you identify as, if dark fired really isn't your thing, I think you'll be okay with this. The dark fired, I don't think, is enough in the foreground to really dissuade someone from continuing to like this. That said, your mileage may vary. I mean, if you are anything like me and how I am with Latakia, and you're the same way with Dark Fired Kentucky, you may not like this. Because I've had people tell me, oh, there's hardly any Latakia in this. And then they'll hand it to me, smell it. and I smell it, and it just, my whole face is just flooded with Latakia scent. Gross. And hey, if Latakia is your thing, do you, boo-boo. I'm just comparing. Get off my back. I'm starting to get pretty excited about spring and summer. I believe I mentioned that in my last video. Despite that white bullshit on the ground out there, I'm just kidding. I love snow. My position on it is like, Ohio, you've had all damn winter to do this, and you want to wait until almost March. Where were you in January? Where were you Christmas time? I want my damn snow when it's supposed to snow. Thank you very much. Ohio, crazy ass bitch. I still love her, but still. I'm excited for spring. I'm excited to get stuff in the ground, start growing some delicious veggies. And I'm also very excited for summer because summer means Columbus Pipe Show. I hope to see all of you, every single one of you, 1,500 plus. Hope to see you all there. That's not possible. There's no way. Maybe 5 of you will be able to make it, but I'm very excited. I always love going to the pipe show, man. It's a blast. It's a blast. And if you haven't made it to the pipe show, you should. It's a lot of fun, especially if you're going to be hanging out with me and NJ Piper and Beans and Cane Rod Piper and let's see, Big Country Briar. Shoot, I'm missing one. Beans, tell me. He's one of your boys. Crap. I can't remember. I'm sorry. Anyway, help me out with that one there, Beans. I'm going to get off here. I'm going to finish this bowl. I am going to keep looking at the snow, I guess, today. Got a couple errands to run. Mrs. and I need to go to Walmart, get some stuff. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. So, if you enjoyed this review, please consider subscribing, liking the video, all that shit. If not, I don't care. I still love you. Y'all take it easy. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, but if you do, don't get caught. See you next week. Bye.